Hello, and a very warm welcome. Japan preview as F1 heads to Japan, Suzuka. Suzuka, one of the best tracks on the F1 calendar. The first sector, for example, is designed for what an F1 car should be doing. The second sector, twisty with the Degners and the hairpin, and then to end the lap, you've got one of the best. Corners 130R, not really a corner nowadays because it's easy flat. Yuki Tsunoda will be getting a ton of support as it's his home race. 1 will probably get a new contract at this round as well. What better way to announce Yuki Tsunoda staying at AlphaTauri than at his home race? Tsunoda had a tough Singapore Grand Prix, mainly due to Max blocking him in qualifying, and then he retired straight away. So yeah, Tsunoda could do with a good weekend as he's got pressure from the lesbian Liam Lawson. So yeah, Tsunoda, I hope he has a good weekend at his home race because he needs one. 53 laps round Japan. This is a quality circuit. You ask any driver, name your top 5 circuits. Silverstone, Spa, and Suzuka will definitely be in your top 5, no matter the order. A quality circuit. You go down the main straight, which is the only DRS zone on the circuit, and then you've got it's like S's all the way up the hill. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Then you go up the hill. Yeah, and it's always memorable going up the hill because obviously we lost Jules Bianchi in very tricky conditions going up that hill. Then you get into the Degners, Degner 1, Degner 2. Then you go under the underpass because it's like a figure of 8 circuit. Down into the hairpin. Good exit needed out of there because then it's very fast. Then come back through the 130R, easy flat, famous move by Fernando Alonso on Schumacher into that corner. And then the famous last corner with Senna and Prost colliding. And Senna and Prost colliding into the first corner. So yeah, it's got a lot of history, this track. And then you look at the fans, they're so passionate. They always have them hats on. They pull the thing down, open DRS. You love to see it. When we go to China and Japan, they are really passionate. Formula One fans, they actually love the sport. So it's good to see. So, yeah, coming into the weekend, I expect Red Bull to be a lot better, and Red Bull will be favourites. They were awful at Singapore. I expect Red Bull to be back dominating around a fast, twisty Japan circuit. Yeah, Max, Perez should be 1-2 round here. Mercedes showed real good performance at Singapore and arguably should have won the race. Ferrari, last 2 rounds, Italy, Singapore, they've been superb. Can they continue that at Suzuka? Aston Martin, wow, Aston Martin. From the highs of getting podiums, they have really gone off the boil. And yeah, if they keep this up, McLaren will catch them. Even though McLaren are quite far behind, I still think it's possible. McLaren, once again, on the podium. Piastri needs a bit of luck. And yeah, Alpine had a good Singapore, should have had both drivers in the points, so they're coming into the weekend on the high. Williams will be hoping this track suits them better than Singapore. Albon's doing a good job. Sargent needs putting out of his misery. Haas F1 had a strong weekend. Finally, Magnussen pulled up some points. Alfa Romeo, they could do with some points, as could AlphaTauri. I tell you what, Tsunoda needs this contract. He really does, because the AlphaTauri Red Bull program have got a tough decision. Because if they stick with Max and Perez, who do you go with at AlphaTauri? Now, for me, 1 should stay because he's got the most points out of any driver. But then Lawson, I think, should be alongside Tsunoda. Lawson has come in for an injured Ricciardo. AlphaTauri scored 3 points in the whole of the season, and the last race Lawson scored 2 points. So he may look like a lesbian, but he's actually putting his stamp down for the seat, and I think he deserves the seat over Ricciardo. So Japan preview done. Tomorrow I think we'll talk. I don't know. I had a video planned. We'll have to look at my notes. I've forgotten at this moment in time. Japan preview done. Comment down below. Looking forward to this one. Oh, and it will be that was it. Different scenario. Because obviously I'm working night shift, so the race is on at 6 o'clock. I won't be able to watch it live, so I'm gonna have to watch qualifying on repeat, and then I'm gonna have to watch the race on repeat. So the race reaction and qualifying reaction will be a bit delayed this weekend because, yeah, I need to sleep after I finish work at 5 a.m. Adios.